Hello! It's me. I know I haven't made a video since my first video on this channel, but I have been busy. I have a 2-week work placement that's keeping me very busy, and I was away for the past week and a bit or so. So that kept me very busy, but this is my summer reading list of sorts. A lot of my summer reading list will probably be just books I buy during the summer, which I obviously haven't bought yet, but I will tell you about those books, and also books I have at the moment, which I'm not sure, which ones I'm going to read yet, but when I do know, I will tell you. I had a hiccup. Whew. But it's pouring with rain outside, and I'm not putting any makeup on. I'm just spending the day doing not much. So I was watching Julia's video, and I decided that I was going to make mine, because I'm terrible at making videos. I just put them off, and I shouldn't. So, my summer reading list. A lot of it is going to consist of some books, which someone gave to me when I was away. And they said that they had read them when they were younger, and they would be very glad if someone else could get enjoyment from them as they had. So I was very thankful to them, and so these are the books they gave me. They gave me a book by Franz Kafka, I don't know. It's called The Castle. So that's one. I've never read Kafka before, but I've heard of him. So that should be interesting. I have Aldous Huxley, Brave New World, which I have heard of before. And I think my dad's read this, and a few other people I know. And it's supposed to be good, so I'll read that. Virginia Woolf, Orlando. I've been recommended to read Virginia Woolf so many times, so this is probably going to be one of the first books I read out of all of these books I was given, because I've been told so many times to read her that I just think I need to. Hermann Hesse, Steppenwolf. I've never heard of Hermann Hesse, but the book looks interesting, and I like the cover. It's very kind of abstract, isn't it? I have another Hermann Hesse book called Peter Kamenzind, or something like that. I think he may be German, this man, because Steppenwolf sounds German to me, and I studied German at school, and Peter Kamenzind or Kamenzind sounds slightly German, so if he isn't German, it just sounds like it could be German, especially with a name like Hermann Hesse with the double N on the Hermann, because that's a bit of German thing. I have a John Steinbeck book, which is 2 books in a row. It's Of Mice and Men, which I'm surprised I haven't read before, and it's Cannery Row, so I'll read that. And finally we have Franz Kafka, however you pronounce his name, Metamorphosis and Other Stories. This actually looks very interesting. I read the blurb on this, and I like the front cover art as well. These are all quite old books. They're very different cover art to what you would find now, I think. But I'll just read the blurb to you. If you've read this book before, I'm sorry that I'm reading the blurb to you, but I had heard of this storyline when I read the blurb. I kind of thought, oh, I've heard of that before. So I just thought it'd be interesting. Metamorphosis is one of the most terrifying stories ever written. A man wakes up one morning to find himself transformed into a giant insect. Kafka describes his reactions and the reactions of his family, at first horrified, then kind, wrathful, despising, and finally negligent. This haunting parable on human reaction to suffering and disease has already become a classic. So, those are the books I'm going to read this summer, plus any others I have time for, depending on how busy I am. If it's a summer like last summer, I will have a lot of time. If it is not a summer like last summer, because I'm going to be away a lot during the summer for the first kind of 3 weeks, and I only have 5 weeks of summer. Damn. But I get kind of bored in the summer anyway, so I have these books. Shouldn't take me that long to read them, but it depends. Sometimes with older books I find them a bit hard to understand at first. Like, the language is very different to the language you use now. I get better as I read into it. It's like Shakespeare. I didn't used to understand Shakespeare, but I do now. So hopefully I should be okay with these. And hopefully you'll see more videos from me soon, when I start reading again more, when I'm not so busy. Okay? A review from me. Coming soon.